Sleep is such a hot commodity, so many people looking for it. Thankfully, the doctor is in. We have Dr. Shad Morris here. He is with Premier Sleep Solutions, and we are talking about getting that good sleep with snoring being a big factor. We were talking about a lot of people being single earlier. Maybe you're here to save marriages if we can stop the snoring.
We can teach you how to be single or how to stay, with your partner. Absolutely.
Which means being quiet during sleep so you can actually sleep. Let's talk about this. Snoring, a huge issue.
It's a huge issue, and it affects the bed partner more often than the person who's snoring. But then what happens is it progresses to something worse, which we call sleep apnea.
Okay, and there is a big difference between that. What is sleep apnea?
So basically sleep apnea is when your jaw falls back, as you can see on the picture, and it starts to block your airway. And so the snoring, your jaw falls back to the back of your throat and it vibrates. But when it starts closing off the airway, you stop breathing, depriving your body of oxygen and interrupting your sleep cycle. That's why you never feel rested and tired throughout the day, or some of the symptoms.
So interesting. And does it depend on your body type and the position of your head, whether you snore like a bear or just a little bit of
Yes, there's a lot of variables that we can discuss as what cause it, genetics and all that kind of things, and how to best position. Absolutely.
All right, so traditionally, what do people do to help with the snoring and the sleep apnea?
So traditionally we have the CPAP mask, which works great. It forces air down your nose or your mouth to keep that airway constriction open.
Now this is the Darth Vader mask.
This is the Darth, and it really sounds like that. It works great if you can use it, but statistically nationwide, the latest numbers are showing only about 30% can use it. So
really?
It works great if you can use it, but a lot of people can't.
All right, so if you can't use that, is there another solution?
That's why we have our oral retainers. And what they do is they stabilize the upper jaw to the lower jaw and prevent it from falling back, as you can see right here. And this is the latest and greatest, and it's a very simple solution to stop the snoring and keep you breathing all night long.
And it is a little bit sexier than wearing that big Darth Vader mask at night, right?
Yes.
It's a little bit more.
If your mouth's closed, nobody can see it. So yeah, you might get a kiss or something.
And is that comfortable to wear at night? Do people find it comfortable?
Yeah, they do. There can be some adjustment. It's basically like when your kids get braces and they put the retainers on. It's basically two of those retainers connected by some device. In our case, it's a Herps bar, which has been around for about 60 years.
Interesting. So how do we find one of these? What do we need? What's the first step that we need to do to help us?
So basically, give us a call, because we're doing a free consultation for our first 25 callers, so you can come in and talk about what this is, to see if your candidate or a loved one is your bed partner. This is covered by major medical. We're in network with most of the insurances, Medicare, because it is a medical procedure even though it's a dental appliance. So they come in and they help take care of the payment.
That's great. I didn't realize that a lot of insurances will cover this. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
so again, right now our first 25 callers will receive a free consultation, 435-319-4747. 2 locations. There's a Midvale location and also a St. George location. So the first step is to call Premier Sleep Solutions, and Dr. Morris and his amazing team, they're going to save your life, save your marriage, save your sleep, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's your new slogan right there, saving marriages.
That's right.
And if you're single, you can still help yourself with the snoring. So they don't discriminate right there. No. Thank you, Dr. Morris, for being here. We sure appreciate you and all that you're doing to save our sleep. All right, coming